Greetings, everyone. Hey, how's everyone's Sunday going? Hope you're having a good one. Gonna get this live started with a little music. Doing tarot readings this afternoon. Be on here for a good hour. Gotta handle some stuff. Get ready for work in the morning, so I won't hold y'all too long. Just gonna listen to a couple of songs till we get some people in here. Oh, let me drop this link. Sorry, guys. Hey, girly, I sent you a message. I thought I had screenshotted your information email and I couldn't find it for nothing, child. Let me see if I can get this. I had it down pat last time, child. I don't even know how to find the screen yard thing. Oh, here you go. I'm gonna drop the link. Yeah, I left it on one of your videos on a comment up under one of your videos on your page. Did you get to see it, Balance Jim? No, I thought I had screenshotted where you had left your email, and I didn't, so I had to send you a. Oh, okay. Yes, child. You need that. Very small. Nothing even matters at all. See, nothing even matters. See, nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. I don't really have a topic tonight. Whatever anybody would like to bring up is cool with me. Like I said, I'm only gonna be on here for about an hour or so because I gotta finish getting ready for in the morning. But whatever anybody wants to call in and discuss, I'm up for it. As well as tarot card reading. Oh, interesting, interesting. Yes, ma'am. Spiritual responsibility. I don't know if you see the link. Let me know if you do or not. You can come on and call in. We can get this convo started. I'll turn this music down. You will find me at the store. And door would never either. Nothing even matters. No, see nothing don't matter. See nothing matters. Nothing even matters. Oh, okay, okay. It's fine, it's fine. It's all good, love. Oh, well, spiritual. I would have been hit the link. I know that's right, girl. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Spiritual responsibility, basically accepting the choices you made, changing your perspective, self awareness. Self awareness. Heavy on the self awareness. Your life is your own, and you gotta be able to hold yourself accountable for whatever you do, whatever you've done. Um, Shadow work plays a big part in it as well. Um, you gotta forgive yourself. You gotta forgive others as well, and really mean what you say. Actually, really mean when you say you forgive yourself. Mean it when you say you forgive others. Mean it. Um, it's really not something that's impossible or will seem impossible if that's what you really want to do. It's all about you really and your intentions and where you want to see yourself. You can make it happen. You have the power to make it happen, whatever you want to happen for yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Shadow work. Yes, important. Yes, to forgive yourself. People think it's all about forgiving others, which yes, you forgive others as well because you could be holding grudges, past trauma from things that you feel somebody have wronged you and you just hold on to it. Child, let it go. You let it go. The best thing you can do is to let go in all caps. It'll be the best thing you've ever done. Trust me. And a lot of stuff that we could possibly hang on to doesn't even amount to nothing. Doesn't even. Oh yes, yes, most definitely peace and love. We all need more of that in this world because there's a lot of people that say they spread that, but can turn around and do so much things that cause negative rips and negative energies and having people in an uproar and things. So, you got to really stand on what you talk about. It's easy to be misled. It's easy to get lost in the sauce, if you will. But as long as you have a strong mind and you're willing to take the proper steps to get to where you need to be, it will be so easy, so easy. A lot of stuff is unnecessary. I don't even indulge in a lot of things. A lot of conversations I don't indulge in. A lot of people I don't go around. All of that plays a part. You got to surround yourself with people that are on the same frequency as yourself. Um, if you got on one hand a person, I'm this, I'm that, and you know, then they turn around and show different signs, like watch out for that. Don't get me wrong, nobody's perfect. Nobody's claiming to be perfect. Everybody get outside themselves, get beside themselves, talk out the side of their neck every once in a while. But you gotta know when to, once again, let go. If things are taking you out of your way, taking you out of your element, getting you riled up, and you know that it's basically energy draining, don't indulge in it. Don't indulge in it at all. It's not worth it. It's not doing anything but taking you steps back from where you have been. So hold on, y'all. It's my child. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. What else can we talk about? I want to really talk about shadow work because shadow work is not something that you just do once. You might need to do shadow work. I need to learn this. And then my side girl, you said the correct thing. Let your silence speak for you. Silence can be the loudest, thing that you ever do. If you can learn to silence yourself, even when you just know that you could just tear somebody mouth out, or really get to them, and you choose silence over anything, like that right there shows what space you're in. I've learned from the past couple of weeks to just let my silence speak for me. Silence will kill somebody quicker than anything. Like, it'll shut somebody down quicker than you ranting and raving and trying to get your point across, trying to get your view across. Like, silence is a very big deal, and people look past it and take it as, oh, it's a weakness, a sign of weakness, and it's actually a very big sign of strength. Okay, mirror magic. Okay, I'm gonna have to have you, of course, another time come up there and talk about that because I'm not too familiar with the Mirror Magic. Let me see it right there. Come back, baby, come back, come back, come back. Also learn to take care of yourself. And like when I say that, I'm not just like really like take care of yourself, the vessel that you have. Like you love yourself first before you can even be able to love others or show love. Like you have to have love within yourself. You have to have peace within yourself before you can shine peace or shed light into somebody else's life. Like there's no way you can do it for somebody else if you don't have it going on for yourself. And that's fact. You know. Yes, reading. Yes, Balance Gym. I love to read. I love to read. Matter of fact, I got some books coming on the way from Amazon that I have found, and I hope they're good because I do too. I love to read. You learn a lot from reading. You really and truly do. Yes, inner peace is so important. Like if you got inner peace, you're almost definitely on the right track because it all starts from within. Whatever's in you will come out. Like I don't care how you try to hide it or make it seem like it's not as big as it really is. Whatever is in you, I promise, sooner or later it's gonna come out. Oh, now that's one of the books that I did order, and I did order a book of spells. It's black, and I forgot what it says on there, and I don't think I got my thing to see. But yes, I did order one. I did. I had been meaning to get it, and I had just forgot about it, but I did order one. Yes, ma'am. Like a lot of people like to place blame when sometimes before you try to place blame on others, you start looking into yourself and see how you even got in the situation in the first place. Sometimes we try to overlook ourselves like we're not the problem, and the whole time it really is us. So, and that's a big step as well because a lot of people don't like to place the blame on self. It's easier to place the blame on another person when in reality, if you start looking into self, you can start finding problems within yourself that you could easily change. But there will be no change if you never see that the problem is you. I've done that myself. I was real good at, oh, this happened because if she would have never, and if he wouldn't have, and whole time, how did you even get to this situation? Like, you had to have implicated yourself in some kind of way. You know. That's why you got to be careful what you speak as well. Words are very, very powerful, whether people believe that or not. They really and truly are. The smallest thing could become the biggest thing. So that's why they always say, speak positivity in your life. Always, always, always speak positivity into your life because your words are very powerful. Mean what you say and say what you mean and stand on it, no matter what it is. If you're willing to stand on that, then say it. Don't say things that you know you're going to have to backtrack or retract or anything like that. Like, people should start thinking before they speak as well. A lot of people just talk and don't really think about what they're saying until it's already been said, and then it's too late. Yes, ma'am. Sex is very powerful. Yes, ma'am. You sure got that right. Okay, the mirror magic. Accept and blame. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If more people would do that, whew, child. But that's too much like right. That's too much like right. A lot of people honestly can't and don't want to place the blame on themselves because that's when you start getting into your inner self. And a lot of people think they're so okay, and in reality, they're not. And to bring that to a head scares a lot of people. But you shouldn't have fear of yourself. Be willing to learn, grow, and change. And not change yourself, just become a better you. If you're willing, it can always be done. It can be done. But yes, words are spells, and a lot of times people aren't careful about what they say. A lot of times you might say things out of anger and not realizing that it could be very detrimental. Also, not realizing that a lot of things that you say could also come back on you in some kind of way. Another reason why people should be careful of the words that they use and the people that they use them on or toward. You got to be very careful on the people that you speak on as well. Yes, ma'am. Any loved ones, it doesn't necessarily have to hit you. Sometimes it hurts more when it hit others around you. Other people around you can be hit as well for your action. So you have to be very careful. Be very, very mindful of what you talk about, what you say, what you call yourself bringing on people. Always be positive, no matter if you have a problem with the person, don't like the person, like still speak positivity. That shows the type of person you are. That shows the growth in you. That shows the frequency that you're on when it's somebody that has you feel like has wronged you or did something to you in a negative way, and you can still speak positive about them and wish them well and wish them the best on that way. Oh no, man, karma has no boundaries, child. She'll hit whoever, whenever. Know that. Know that. That's big facts. And don't mind coming. And come when you least expect it. I'm reading something right here. It says, why does finding ourselves frighten us? It is because once we admit and figure out who we are, we now have to live in that truth. And that is so very true. Once you actually find out the real person that you are, the real you, sometimes that can be scary, especially if you're not all the way together. Like a lot of people don't want to go down that road and figure out who they really are and their true purpose. So they put up a facade of who they want to be instead of who they really are. And that's when the problems come in because you could want to be whoever you want to be, but you still, at some point in time, you're going to have to deal with the real you and come to terms with it. Period. Let's see. Here's another line. It says, "You have the truth because it's unacceptable to speak out in many power structures." That's why I said change, not just changing you, but changing for a better you. You can't change you. You are who you are, you know, and it's just facts. You are who you are. All you can do is be a better you. Learn your weaknesses, learn your strengths, learn what sets you off, learn, what to stay away from, learn what makes you tick. So when the situation arises, you'll know how to handle it. That's why I said know you. You really have to know you. If you don't know you, then you're gonna come to a head with a lot of difficult situations, and you're not gonna know how to handle them, or you're gonna fail at handling them because you haven't dealt with the real you. A lot of things are very unnecessary, and people tend to look over that, but a lot of things are seriously so unnecessary. So unnecessary. I promise you. It's not even worth your energy nor your time. Yes, smile more. Yes, being good to people. I promise you. If you can't be good to a person and you just feel so strongly away towards them, like if at least you can't speak good of them, don't speak of them at all. That's the best thing. Just don't say anything. That works as well. It's been working for me. I promise y'all. Staying silent when I really want to tear somebody up, when I know I could tear somebody up and I still choose silence, like that gives me the most warmest feeling in the world because I know that silence is is very big, and a lot of people don't understand silence. Some, like I said earlier, some people take it as a weakness, but it's really a strength because it takes a lot for a person to stay silent when they know that they know what they could do with their words. It takes a lot for somebody to stay silent, not get upset, not get all in their feelings. Like some situations, you got to choose your battles as well. You got to choose your battles. You got to choose your wars. Like some things, it's not even necessary to even go get it, even get into, feed into. Like I've always said, it takes a lot for me to even get angry. Like I'll laugh before I just get mad. I rarely get upset. People might take my tone of voice as sometimes I might come across as harsh or whatever, but that's just the way I talk. And I keep it real. Like I could cuss you out and not even cut. Like I could be smart with you and you wouldn't even be able to tell. Like that's just how I know how to use my words. Sometimes you can get the same point across without screaming, hollering, cussing. Like you can still tell a person off without even doing it. But right now, I have been doing good with staying silent. And that's working for me. The silence. Like not speaking on anything that I see, hear, somebody talking about me, said this, said that. Oh, yeah, I don't care. I honestly, and I'm telling y'all the truth. I don't care. The animals, yes, you Dr. Doolittle. I seen on your page where you had a bunny. I seen your bunny. Okay, Dr. Doolittle. But yeah, silence works for me a lot because I know me, and I know I could go from 0 to 100, like I could really turn up. But my turn up is not just throwing stuff out there or just saying hurtful or harmful stuff, something that I just know is gonna hurt your feelings. Like when I turn up on real stuff. Like I speak facts. Like I don't just talk. Like when I turn up on you, it's all factual. So I could really be detrimental. So I it took me a while to learn that it's best for me to stay silent, especially on things that are really irrelevant and don't even matter because it's taking energy out of me and it's not even called for. Like I know what I can do. But instead of doing that, I just stay silent and keep on going and keep on pushing and living in my truth and accelerating. Oh no, they were gonna eat them. Oh, poor bunny. Well, I'm glad he got rescued. I thought he was so cute. Oh, he's a meat rabbit. Okay. See here, I want to look up something real fast. Oh, yes, I do. And you're gonna have to send me your email again because, like I said, I thought I had screenshotted. I'm gonna have to find the pen real quick and write it down. I thought I had screenshotted it, but then I went to go look for it and I couldn't find it. But yes, I love the candles. Let's see. What is this talking about? Okay. Okay, I'm reading this thing. It says, if you're ready to take 100% responsibility in your life, here are three questions to ask yourself. One, are you willing to own whatever happens in your life? Great, great question. And a lot of people are not. A lot of people are not willing to own things in different circumstances that arise in their life. They are not. They always think that they have arrived at this point, especially if it's something bad or something not going their way. A lot of people always try to find another reason or another route to take or another somebody else to place the blame on and never want to sit down and really understand that you are the sole cause of why you're in this situation. It's easy, like I said, it's easier to blame somebody else for stuff that's happened to you, but it's like when something good happens to you, then you want to say it was all because of you. Nobody needs to be involved when it's something good, but when it's something bad, you want to bring everybody else into play when it's really yourself. Oh yes, I love the purple. Yes, black. Yes, ma'am. The second question is, can you discern between what you do and don't have control over? Basically, you only have control over you, and how you respond to your life changes and opportunities solely depends on you. You can't control what other people do or say. I don't care how much you try, how much you want to, how much you think you can. You cannot. You just can't. And it's okay. People need to learn how to be okay with letting people say what they want to say about them. Like, who are you trying to prove something to? As long as you know who you are, who cares what anybody else is, who what anybody else thinks? Who are they? You know, you got to live for you. You can't be out here trying to living to prove to others who you are. There's no need for it. I'm not gonna sit up here all day, every day, and try to prove to somebody that I'm who I say I am. I'm who I say I am because that's what I said. Period. And if you don't think so, hey, opinions is like an asshole. Everybody got one. I'm not gonna be mad about it. That's just your opinion, and it's fine. I'm fine with that. Fine to agree to this and to disagree. I've never had a problem with it because everybody's not gonna agree with you. Everybody's not gonna be on your side. Everybody's not gonna like you, and that's okay. Like, that's okay. I don't want everybody to like me no way. Because if everybody likes you, then something wrong with you. Everybody's not supposed to like you. Because there's a lot of things that should be in you that's not in everybody else. So if everybody is, you want everybody to like you and love you and this, something's wrong with you. Let me pin your comment, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, know yourself. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, don't get me wrong, this spiritual journey is not easy. It's not easy at all, but it's not as hard as people tend to make it. You know, you got to start with the basics, and the basics is yourself. You will grow and elevate so much more and quicker when you deal with yourself. It's where it starts. It's within you. It's not within nobody else. It's not within nobody telling you something or saying this about you or none of that. It all starts in you. That's why I keep saying, if you know who you are, a lot of stuff don't even affect you. A lot of stuff rolls off your back like water because you know who you are. When you don't know, people that don't know who they are, those are the ones that try to prove, want have something to prove, think they got something to prove to somebody. Oh, I just gotta let the people know that I'm this. You ain't gotta let nobody know nothing because if you really are who you say you are, it's gonna show. Period. You ain't gonna have to say a word. You ain't gonna have to say anything. People will see whatever's in you just by seeing you. That's why I say a lot of people need to do work on themselves first and fix yourself. Because I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I ain't got to prove to nobody that I'm this and I'm that. You're going to be able to see that. I ain't got to get up here and tell you I'm this, I'm that. I got this. I can do this. I can do that. It's going to show. Yes, ma'am. Very much so. True statement. Yeah, the people who don't know who they are or they still trying to figure it out, those are the ones that's just constantly got something to prove, want what's the word I'm looking for? Want acceptance, wanting to be accepted, um, can't take criticism. Um, like just basically always having something to prove. Like you ain't got nothing to prove. You wouldn't have to prove nothing if you are who you really say you are. There would be nothing to prove. I mean, regardless of if somebody said whatever about you, like it wouldn't even matter to you. Yes, and a lot of people do seek out attention. A lot of people do want to be seen and heard. And a lot of times when you like that, you wind up being detrimental to yourself and make bringing a bad light on yourself when you're always seeking attention, when you always feel the need to be heard. Like people can say whatever, can root you on and sit back and hold time. On the other hand, be like, child, they need to kill it because it ain't even worth it. But they're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna let you keep sticking your neck out there looking like boo boo the fool. It ain't them. You gotta realize what you got going on. You gotta sit back and look at yourself. That's the topic of the night. Look at yourself. Start with yourself because that's where all your power lies within. Is yourself. If you haven't tried to go deep into yourself and see your flaws and try to find a way to better them or change them, like you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck. I don't care what you can do. I don't care what your gift is. If you do not work on yourself first, you will not elevate. Point blank, period. I don't care what you say. Because the power lies within you. So if you messed up, what power do you have? I mean, that's just a simple question. Like, how can you do so much for somebody and you can't even work on yourself? So how can you work on somebody else or help somebody else when you got things yourself that you need to work on? That's clearly like a problem. Like we all got problems. We all still got work to do on ourselves, but a lot of stuff sticks out more than others. And when it begins to show, yeah, that's the time where you need to get it together. Stop trying to prove to people who you are and work on yourself, and it will show through you, not even saying anything. People will be able to see it regardless of if somebody's trying to tear you down, saying the opposite. Right. It's all about how you go about it, your intention. It's all about intentions, the intentions of you, though, not the intentions of others. People are always worried about what somebody else got going on, what somebody else doing, and what their intentions are. Maybe what you need to be focused on your own, on yourself. Focus on yourself first before you try to focus on other people. You will never get a clear understanding of others when you ain't even got a clear understanding of yourself. That's why I always say, I'm not worried about nothing or nobody. I know who I am. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. And that's just what it is because I'm me. And I'm going to always be me. Period. I'm just working to be a better me. But I most definitely, I love me very much so. Regardless of how anybody else feels about me, their opinion of me, the stories they're going to tell you about me, make up about me, whatever. I love all my truth, all of that, because that's me. That's what makes me. And I'm able to love myself because at the same time, I'm not a messed up person. My spiritual goals, I really do want to, when it comes to these cards, like I'm gonna always do the cards, like regardless if I elevate into doing something else, I'm gonna always do these cards because that's something that I actually love to do. I love to do these cards, but I want to get all the understandings of them and everything. I know we had a conversation about reading the pictures, and I still think yes, you can read the pictures, but I also like to know the meaning of the card and then go with the pictures. Like I have a long way to go. Like I started, it's a lot of these cards, so I still have to look up a couple of more of them and get the readings, and I write them down in the book. Like I pinpoint certain words, some certain phrases that I get from looking up the meanings, and because I don't like really having to get on Google and, you know, search the meanings. So I've been writing them down in this book, like paraphrasing and writing. Okay, I didn't know they had cards like that. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to look those up. Are those on Amazon too? But besides that, I can't just say I just want to be for spiritual goals. Like I just want to be a light to others. Honestly, um, I've changed a lot about myself. I will say, like certain, people, places, things I don't indulge in. Still need to work on my eating because I could eat a little better than what I do, and I know that helps as well. What you eat, okay? Amazon, I love Amazon, so I'm gonna look for them on Amazon for sure. But you open up more when you eat healthier. Um, I'm not gonna say that I want to right now at this time get into um speaking to ancestors and all of that because I feel like there's not anything to play with, and I feel like you really need to be at a certain level and on a certain frequency to actually do that. Because they're serious. There's steps you take to do that. There's permission you have to get in order to do that. There's a lot that comes with that, and you really got to know what you're doing to be doing it. Like there's not anything to play with at all. So I mean, basically, I think I'm on the right road. Like I said, I met this guy, and I was actually shocked that it was a man, a black man, and we was just talking, and I noticed the way he was talking, it was different, and he was on the same thing that I was on, and it really shocked me. And he had brought me some books to work and things, and I've been reading them, like just meeting people like out the blue that's actually on the same thing that you're on and on the same journey that you're on. Surround yourself. It'll be a lot easier when you surround yourself with people that are truly on the same path as you, or even if they're past you on their path, they could teach you something. Like, don't surround yourself with people that say one thing and do another. Because not only is that detrimental to them, it can be detrimental to you because you sitting up there listening to it and feeding into it. Like, surround yourself seriously with light and love. Like, get a feel for people. Don't just rush into folks and just want to surround yourself with people, whoever, not even trying to see what that person is about. Feel their energy. Start listening to people. Don't just hear them. Start actually listening closely to what people are saying, to what they are telling you. Words, like, people say a lot. People say a lot and they do the complete opposite. Like, start paying attention to words and actions. Like, don't just be ready to jump the gun into something because it sound good. Like, don't just be willing to get your teachings from just one person. Like, go into your own study, search for yourself, read for yourself. Like, don't just be dependent upon nobody to teach you anything because, like I said, the power is within you anyway. So, learn how to look for stuff yourself, look for the answer yourself, use your own intuition. You know, don't just think you can't progress without a certain person, or just feel like this certain person holds all the answers, because you can find the answers and come up with the answers yourself. I don't want to open that door, but yes, the universe. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like people, like the universe will most definitely. I'm gonna say it like this: you have to go through something in order to get somewhere. So, with that being said, you'll know when you meet the right people, when you've dealt with the wrong people. So, once you deal with the wrong people, you'll know when the right person comes. You'll see the red flags in a person. You'll be able to feel the energy of a person, and it will be so much easier for you to not get involved with somebody that's not for you. I would say it's another word I want to use, but I'm not gonna say that. But you will be able to tell people this for you and this not for you. Just if you yourself, what's that saying? You are what you eat, and you are what you attract. And people sleep on that. Like, you are what you attract. If you don't attract nothing but evil people, messy people, negative people, child, you need to start looking within yourself, because something about you is bringing those people towards you. But nobody wants to speak on it. Like, you attract what you are, and that's facts. Birds of a feather flock together. Period. Period. If you are love and light, I promise you, you will attract people that's love and light. If your intentions are pure and you know where you're going and where you're headed, that's the type of people that you will attract. You won't be attracting no mess. A messy person wouldn't even know how to talk to you, wouldn't even know how to walk up on you and start a conversation, because they can already feel the fact that that's not what you want. You won't even have to worry about it. That's, once again, start going within yourself. Yes, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Like I said, you have to go through something in order to be able to pinpoint, like, I can already tell where this going, this person name, and to move around. And I'm glad for every lesson and challenge that I've ever been through within my life, with dealing with anybody, friends, relationships, family ships, whatever, because it ain't done nothing but taught me a lesson. Taught me what to look for, what to stay away from, all of that, all of that. And I'm very grateful for all the challenges that I have came across and conquered. And I know that there's more to come, but I also have a feeling of confidence as well, because I came through a lot of stuff, through a lot of storms. So, you know, highly protected. I say that, highly protected. And I'm knowing this. And that's where my confidence comes from. I'm highly protected. I ain't worried about the wrong people coming towards me, because you ain't gonna want to come towards me, because you ain't gonna see nothing but my light. Dark people don't like light. They like to stay in the dark. And don't get me wrong when I say that, because we have light and dark in us. We all do. You just have to know how to have a balance, and a lot of people don't have balance. And if you ain't got no balance, yeah, it's not a good look, because you are either gonna be one or the other. Ain't no in between. If you can honestly say you don't have balance, then there's no in between. So that means you either gonna be light or you're gonna be dark. And whoever chooses to do what, to each his own. But just make sure you stand on it and be ready to deal with whatever come with it. Like, a lot of people talk a lot, but they're not really about what they be talking about. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's out here trying to act like they perfect, you know, or nothing like that. I'm not perfect. Far from perfect. I don't want to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I love my flaws and all, because I know I'm bettering myself. I know my push points. I know when to walk away. I know when to shut my mouth. Ooh, child. Gemini's child. I know a Gemini, y'all can be a little tricky. Y'all can be a little tricky, child. But no, like I said, we all, you know, we all have flaws. But it's all about, are you willing to deal with them and accept them and try to change them? Like, I ain't here to say I'm better than nobody, because I'm not. I don't claim to be. I don't want to be. I'm just a regular person. I don't set myself on no high pedestal. I don't put myself. I'm a regular person. I'm as real as they come. What you see is what you get with me. I'm the same every time. If I said it, I meant it. I stand on it. If I done it, I did it. And I stand on it. And that's just what it is. You either take it or leave it with me. Like, because I'm not looking for acceptance or anything like that. I don't need you to accept me. I accept me. And as long as I accept me, well, I'm worried about somebody that don't. Right, right. We're gonna always be students. It's gonna always be something to learn. Nobody is too old to learn. Nobody knows everything. So if you don't know everything, you're gonna always be learning. Gonna always be a learner. And that's fine. That's fine. I'm always willing to learn. Always. Baby, don't you know it? Sorry, y'all, this is my sound child. I can say I've almost been on here for an hour. Peace and positivity. Baby, I sure appreciate you, child. I do, because I think this was a good little combo. I really do. And I would say I will be back on here a little later, but I don't think so, because it's going to be, I don't know where time it is for everybody else, but it's going to be 6 my time. And yeah, I have to get myself prepared for work. That's it. Yes, yes, and I appreciate you, Balance Cam. I really do. I really do. I thank you for popping in, ma'am, and giving me a topic as well, because child, I ain't have nothing to talk about. I just came on here to see who would pop in and everything. Okay, baby's on vacation. I know that's right, girl. And I hope you have a lovely one. You enjoy it too, honey, because won't get too many vacations, child. So enjoy, even if you don't do nothing. Enjoy doing nothing. Sometimes nothing is the best thing to do. Take time for self. Take time for self. Yes, ma'am. We all need time for self. Oh, that's another thing. Like, a lot of people mess up too when they're dealing with something. They always want to call somebody. They always want to call somebody about their problem. I always want to get somebody else's opinion. Or I always want somebody to be on what they on or agree with them, and just, they don't want to hear that they wrong, or they don't want to. And if you don't want to hear that, or if you really not going to take into consideration what somebody is telling you, like, just talk to yourself. And sometimes it's best to just talk to yourself. If you're dealing with something, like, stop picking up that phone, sit down and talk to yourself about it, and see what you come up with. There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself and thinking for yourself. You don't always have to call somebody. Every time something happens, you want to jump on the phone and call somebody. And then you guys, they was just fine, and now then you done call them talking about your stuff, and now they in the uproar, and now it's just negative stuff just spewing everywhere. when you could have kept that mess to yourself and sit down with a clear head and thought about it and thought it out for yourself. Yes, find a friend. Yes, yes, be your own fan. Yes, stop trying to have people on your bandwagon. Stop trying to prove to people like be your own friend, love. The best friend you can have is yourself. People need so much validation from other people just to feel like they right or even if they wrong. Like don't be afraid or don't get mad when somebody say you wrong. If you wrong, you just wrong. And that's just what it is. Like, and it's okay. A lot of sometimes we are wrong. And if I've ever been wrong, I've always tried to come back and be like, hey, my bad, my fuck up, my bad. We got hella quotes. Right, right. Like seriously, it's just, it's not hard, man. Some people make it real hard on themselves. And it don't even have to be like that. Like find a friend in you. Focus on you. The first step, honest to God, the first step is on your spiritual path is working on you first. You can't do nothing else. I don't care what you say. You can't do nothing else for nobody if you are not together or at least trying to get yourself together. And it's more than just doing, you know, shadow work. Like you honestly got to be willing to work on yourself. You gotta actually be willing to recognize when you wrong, apologize or don't say that, shut your mouth or don't call that person. Talk to yourself, ask yourself these questions, clear your mind, meditate, light some candles, sage, lift your own vibration up. Like you don't always need people. You don't always need people. Deal with yourself first. Deal with yourself first. You don't always need people to talk about your problem or something that you're going through. Talk to yourself. You never know what you might come up with. But people don't want to do that because they always want somebody to be on their bandwagon or want to feel like oh I'm right because they said I was right. They agree with me, so I gotta be right. And you still and all y'all could be wrong. Every last one of y'all. Now if you would have took that time out to talk to yourself and clear your mind and think for yourself, you might have figured out where you went wrong. Yes, right. Ooh, I'm glad you said that too, Balance Jim, because I like to write as well. Write out what you feeling. Like I'm following Drika Gates and she has this writing pad, like this book. And like you just write out everything that you feeling. If somebody pissed you off, if you wanna cuss them out, call them whatever, write it in the book. Write it in the book. Go on and release that and write it in the book. Because what you not realizing is when you feeling all of this and you coming to somebody else with it, you bringing that negative energy to them. So now they got this negative energy on them because you done came to them with some negative stuff when you could have kept the negative energy to yourself and got it all out alone by yourself and not spewed it on to somebody else. Yes, burn it and release. Yes, like how can you teach about something that you don't even do? Like I don't know. Like yeah, we're not even gonna get into that, but yeah, like you're not doing nothing but spreading negativity. Like it's okay to feel like, oh, I don't fuck with her. Oh, she's a bitch. Oh, fuck her. That's cool if that's how you feel. Like nobody cares. That's fine. But when you start to be public with it and spew that negative energy publicly, and that negative energy is bouncing out onto people, and now they have that negative energy going on, that's a problem. You're spreading that. It's not a problem about how you feeling. The problem is that you spreading your feelings, your emotions onto other people that might not even been feeling like that. Keep it to yourself. Write it down. Let it out. Release it. And let it go. Let it go. But once again, easier said than done. Yes, the peanut gallery. Not the peanut gallery. But yeah, seriously, like it could all be so simple. It could all be so simple. But right? And that's what people feel like, oh, they don't want me to feel, or they saying I shouldn't feel. Like it's not that. Everybody got feelings. Everybody, you know, got their way of thinking, but and everybody has negative thoughts, every once in a while. But when you get to speaking those out loud and other people are listening, like that tends to jump onto others, and then you become held accountable for those people that you spewing this negative energy on, when it didn't even have to be like that, when you could have kept that mess to yourself and let it out on your own and moved on. Like you'll never know how much peace you get from just writing out whatever you feel, however you feeling, and releasing it, letting it go, and moving on, because you got it out. You still got it out. It just wasn't out loud or publicly. See, that's the problem for me, when you want to be public about the mess, like you spread negativity, and that's not cool. Yes, ma'am, meditation is most definitely a must. And meditation, you don't just have to sit and be quiet. You can listen to music and be meditating. You can do a lot of different things that calms you, that makes you feel good inside, that brings you good and positive vibes. Like you can meditate through a lot of ways, reading as well. A lot of different things. Like, and if you are a person that just has to talk to somebody, like you just feel like you got to talk to somebody, like make sure you're talking to the right person. Don't just be calling in and everybody. Like make sure you're talking to the right person, a balanced person, a level-headed person that's really gonna tell you, what's right, what's wrong, and try to help you. Not people that just ready to listen to you and just rant and rave with you, because that's no, that's not what's up. Oh yes, I love drums too. Right, it takes time for people to see and come to terms with things, and once you do, you know what you know. It's not my place or my business to try to make somebody see something, or be adamant about showing somebody how somebody really is. Like, I don't care that much, to be honest. I honestly don't. I don't care that much, because they gonna show you before I can. So, you know, I'm learning to be quiet and watch my words, watch what I say, and when I do say something or speak up, mean what I say and stand on it. And I always do because I know my words are very powerful. So, it's why I don't indulge in a lot of mess. Like, I'm the type of person, if you come at me, oh, I'm going to speak on it. That's for sure. I'm going to speak on it. But I'm only going to speak on it one time. Like, when I say speak on it, I mean, like, say your name, talk my talk, and that's the end. Like, I'm not going to keep going back and forth. Like, I made that video. I mean, I didn't make the video. I'm sorry. I shared that video on my platform. This is not the place to be going back and forth. Like, I don't argue or go back and forth with people that I don't know because it's weird. I don't even know you. Like, we're not even from the same place. Like, what I like solutions. What's gonna be the solution out of going back and forth with somebody? There's not. It don't bring nothing but content and views, and that's not what I'm on here for. You know, I'm not gonna do that. You can talk about me till you blue in the face. I don't care. You're not gonna get no reaction video out of me. You're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. I promise you, it's not gonna happen. Period. Right? It's you, and that really has been the topic tonight. Like, deal with you first. So you call yourself trying to come at anybody, deal with anybody, help anybody, whatever. Like, make sure you yourself are on the right path. That you taking the proper steps and know what you got going on before you try to look into somebody else. People so quick to try to call themselves looking at somebody else, and you ain't looked at yourself in a while. Yes, get that mirror, child. Yes, yes. You got to deal with you first. That's the key, because all powers and gifts lies within you. So if you messed up, your powers and your gift gonna be messed up. And I don't care what nobody say. And it's not saying that you ain't gonna have a gift or you ain't, you not powerful and all this, but it's not gonna be at its best because you not at your best. Period. Period. And it don't get no realer than that. True. Or taken away if you keep going down the road that's not living life. Yes, ma'am. Because you don't deserve it. Your intentions are wrong. You're not trying to better yourself. You're not trying to look into yourself and deal with yourself. You're just trying to proceed on. Like, it don't work like that. It does not work like that at all. You gotta take time and step back and look at yourself. And I wouldn't even be, like I said, I don't speak on nothing if I can't. Like, if I can't speak on it, I'm not gonna speak on it. I can speak on taking a step back, sitting down and looking at myself. I can speak on that because I've done that. I know my flaws. I know what I need to work on. Never said I was perfect because I'm not. But I know where I am and where I have came from. So I know my growth. I see my own growth. It's not for me to prove to nobody that I have grown. You gonna see that. I won't have to tell you. I won't have to try to make you see it. You gonna see it regardless. If that's really what's going on. Yes, ma'am, you sure right. Hold on, where it go? Yes, ma'am, I can pull you some cards, my love. You want a general one? I'll do you one, and I'll do you one, and we can end it like that. Well, not one, but I do 4 cards. But I'm saying I do you a reading, and we can get up off of here. But yes, ma'am, do you want a general, or do you have something you want to know? A loved one. Okay, I got you, Pooh. Get you a little love reading going on here. What's your real name, Balance Jim? I do need your real name. Katrina, okay, got you. Let me turn this camera on too, cause I don't like doing them. You know, I like for people to see. Gratitude. I don't know, can y'all see? Try to see, I ain't just laying quiet. And remember, this is for a love reading, so just throwing it out there. Because all the cards mean something different for general reading, love reading, money reading. I'm doing you 4 of them as well. So let's get into this love reading, madam. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it up as I read it. This was your first card, Balance Gem. It's the Death card reverse. For a love meaning, in reverse, it says it can signal strong resistance to change when it comes to your approach and attitude to relationships and romance. This can come in the form of hanging onto a relationship that is stagnant and no longer helping either of you grow as individuals. I'm gonna get deeper into it. That was just one I like to give a little more. So I don't know if you are in a relationship or not. It says you may be holding on to a relationship that has long since run its course because you feel dependent on your partner or you are terrified of loneliness. Um, let's see. It can also warn you that you are risking repeating a past relationship. Change in a relationship is often tied to ending it. As such, death can be telling you that you need to reconsider why you are still in this relationship. She said, I don't like people. Sometimes it be like that, for real, for real. Because people can do the absolute most. Let's see. I want to read one more. what I'm seeing the most is saying like it keeps popping up. You are resistant to change. Like, are you holding on to something or holding on to past things that might have happened in your past relationships, and you kind of iffy about stepping out? You got to change it, child. You got to start liking people now. Balance Gym. You can't be like that. We got the Ace of Swords. And I'm on my laptop, so. Okay. Um, it suggests a new beginning or improved communication is needed. It says if you are single, it predicts that you will meet a like-minded person that shares the same values as you do. Hence, don't shy away from people so much. It might be your time to shine, child, and find that person that's on what you want. Don't give up just yet. Sometimes our past relationships we hold on to, stuff that happens, or we reluctant, or if we do start talking to somebody, we automatically try to be, we don't see red flags. It's almost like we put them there because that's what we're so used to. We got to learn how to switch that up. So, are you with him? Are y'all together? Or if you don't mind me asking. Because if y'all are still together, then that's where the improved communication is needed is coming from. Just co-parenting. Got you, got you, got you, got you. And that can be hard as well. But, you know, you try to make the best of it. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. Let's see then. So you need the single. Okay, well it says if you're single then um it says you will meet a like-minded person that shares the same values as you. So I guess basically, just keep your eyes open. You know, not saying to rush into anything or anything like that, but keep your eyes open. You might be looking past somebody that's already there. You got the Ten of Wands. Okay, it says in love, it means that if you're in a relationship, it may feel like an obligation rather than a pleasurable connection with someone you love. This can be due to all the obligations that you have in your life. Being overwhelmed can cause you to become emotionally unavailable, which will directly impact your relationships. I can be only one you making. Okay. It says it also can be a sign that you're pushing towards the life that you want. It appears in the love reading when the partnership brings you nothing but stress and burdens. You may love your partner, but the Ten of Wands warns you that you will have to carry the weight for them in the future. Be at peace with yourself. You won't really need no one. And if you are single, it represents that your dating efforts will soon be successful. You may have intensified an acquaintance and come up with many ways and means for more to develop between you. What I just said, child. Somebody might be coming, you might be overlooking them, but it will be successful. I don't know if you got somebody that you might be looking at or interested in. Mhm. I got you. I got you. And with you saying that, it's basically for me, what I keep getting is come out of that shell. Come out of that shell. Even if it's just a little bit, try to come out because you might be passing up, you know, what you need, a person that you need. 'Cause that's what I keep getting. Your dating efforts will soon be successful. You're gonna meet a person that's on the same level as you. So even if you gotta tiptoe, creep out of your shell a little bit, come on now. It ain't gotta be too much. Just talking, maybe going out for dinner, or drinks or something. It don't have to be too much or nothing. But just try to, trust me. I know how it is to be dealing with something for so long, and then you free and you still just don't want to get into it. Tiptoe out of it a little bit and see how you feel. It might be it might be a good thing for you. That's what I'm picking up. And this is your last card. It's the Six of Cups reversed. Okay, it says the Six of Cups reverse can represent boredom or a lack of passion. Um, you might find relationships stifling. And you just said that too. Don't have lack of passion. I know, and easier said than done. Sometimes, what's that saying? Let the hurt go. Let the hurt go. It can be the best thing to do. Like just let it go. It says for singles, the reverse Six of Cups is a sign of feeling stuck in the past, not ready to let go of the past and fully embrace the present. They may be hung up on an ex or a past relationship. Let it go, sis. Let it go. Kind of like you holding your own self back from happiness. And we might not see it like that. We might seem as like, we just being cautious or we don't, have time to deal with certain stuff or don't want to go back down certain roads. But sometimes you could miss your blessing, girl, just trying to stay in that stagnant position. Come out that shell. Come out that shell. You thought you did what? What you thought you did? Okay. What you thought you did, love? Let the hurt go. But have you really? Because you just said, let me go back up at it. Okay. See, you said you let the hurt go, but you said you you checked out and you've been single for 7 months and know nothing. Like, you probably ain't even been trying. And sometimes we think we have let the hurt go, and deep down inside we really haven't. It's just something that we hold on to, and not even saying like you holding on to the person. It might be situations that you hold on to, certain things you look back on that has happened in your past relationship. Just because people say let the hurt go, not saying that you haven't let that person go. You might not have let certain situations go, and that can hinder you as well. Like, it's easy to let the person go, but sometimes it's harder to let the situations that happen go. We can let the person go, but sometimes those situations that happen still stick with us. That's the hurt, if I'm making sense. And like I always say on my readings, if something doesn't resonate with you or give you some kind of clarity or confirmation, or you don't quite understand, let me know that as well. Because hey, I'm here for the criticism, and then, like, just let me know off the top. I don't mind. I'm not gonna be mad or anything like that, because like I always say, I am a beginner. But I do know I have a gift, and I do know I'm very good at these cards, and I lay them down as they go. I can't lie to you and just pull out a certain card to make you feel good or nothing like that, because I don't know the meaning of it. So I literally have to look it up. So with that being said, Balance Gym, how was that for you? Did you get any um confirmation or clarity from that, or do you want something else? Let me know, child.
One day you understand.
What didn't you hear? Cause about letting the hurt go. If you didn't hear that part, I was just like, sometimes we think we let the hurt go because we got rid of that person, or we let that person go, and sometimes the hurt is still there because we still like to think on, you know, past situations that happened in the relationship, which can hinder future relationships. A lot of people think, oh, I let that person go, so I let the hurt go. And a lot of times you didn't. You just let that person go, you know. So when I say let the hurt go, I'm not just meaning that person. I'm meaning all the situations, the bad things that stick out in your mind, especially with meeting somebody else. Sometimes we don't look for red flags. We actually place the red flags there before they even arise, because we still think back to past situations that we have went through. And sometimes we're going into go into a relationship thinking, oh, it's the same, and or not actually giving somebody a full chance because of where we at and where our mindset is. And I Oh, no problem. You're welcome. That's why I said I always like to ask the person, if you don't get anything from it or if it didn't give you any confirmation or clarity, let me know because I need to know that as well. Um, Even with saying that, like I do have confidence within myself and my cards. But, if you don't get anything from it, like I don't mind you telling me that. I don't mind pulling more cards. I always like to know if the person got something from the reading. I always like to know that whether you didn't or you did. Truth is truth, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna cuss you out or get angry or nothing like that. That's not what I'm here for. Like I said, I'm a beginner. I always throw that out there. Yes, I Google what the cards mean. Yes, I read my book of the meaning of the cards. And with that being said, that means I can't lie to you. I just sit up here and showed you how I did my cards. I picked them up one by one. Like I can't lie to you because I don't know what the cards mean. So I don't find hurt in somebody saying I can't read the cards without looking up the meaning. Yeah, that's true. I can't. And that also means I can't lie to you either. So when it's on point, excuse my dog, y'all. If y'all see my little dog. Right, it's all a learning process. And I'm not afraid to be like, yeah, I'm still learning. But as I said, I'm always on point. So, it is what it is. And that helps me as well when I am on point because that boosts my confidence as well. We all need more, we all need to do more self-love. Like we all need to take time for self, more time than we actually do. Seriously. We really do. We really do. Like I said, you can't love somebody or find love if you first don't love yourself. And that's facts. Like you gotta look it starts with yourself. You gotta love yourself to love. You know, you gotta trust yourself in order to trust others. Everything starts in you. You can't Everything starts in you. Everything. Yes, we all have to learn. We all have to learn. You're exactly right. And I'm glad I could do that for you. Miss Balance Gym, ma'am. I sure appreciate it. And these are free tonight. I don't want no donations or nothing like that. Tonight is just what I like to do. And tonight I was doing free ones, no donations needed. I like to let my gifts speak for me, you know. And if nobody else wants to or needs a reading, I'm gonna get up off of here and get my night started. I'm gonna stay on here for about 2, 3 more minutes to give a person time to comment if they want one. And if not, I will holler at y'all. I don't know, through the week it's kind of hard because I be so tired. But I might try to go live maybe Wednesday. And then, I'm gonna be going live on the weekends, especially when I don't have to work. But yeah, I might try to slide one in this week. I'm not gonna be on here. If I'm on here, it'll be posting like, little videos or shorts or something. But as far as going live, I'll try to slide one in this week sometime or another. But I'm always available through phone or email anytime after 2 p.m. because that's when I get off work. So yes, evening time. Yeah, I said Wednesday, so if I do go live on Wednesday, it will be I say probably be around 4:30 once I done got everything together and stuff. So yeah, it'll most definitely be evening time when I do it. And then I do a little later on the weekends, but not too late because I know people like to party. And I appreciate you so much, Balancing, because you've been on here the whole time, girl, and we just been talking like we talking on the phone. And I appreciate you. I really do. Mm. Well, for everybody that tuned in, I'm grateful for you all, and I surely appreciate you all tuning in. And I'm going to leave y'all with peace, love, and light and prosperity as well. And y'all keep a lookout for my little videos and shorts. And I probably will be going live Wednesday evening. So be on the lookout for that as well. But like I said, if y'all need me, I am available any day after 2 p.m. I'm available for tarot card reading. Hey, Miss Antoinette Pooh. Yeah, I remember you said you was gonna be driving today. Yes, how you doing? I love Miss Antoinette, y'all. I talk to her on a daily basis. She's older and very much so wise. She's a wise lady, and I love talking to her and listening to her, and listening to what she has to say and taking it all in. She's a very wise lady, and I appreciate her as well. Yes, ma'am. I'll be waiting for you, Miss Antoinette. But yeah, y'all. I'll see y'all later. And y'all have a good rest of the night. And y'all be easy.